I sent you that vid in the chat. So apparently this is an interview with an alien.
Wow, sir. Are you scared of me? You should be. Okay, so you say you're from the future and an evolutionary descendant of humans. You also say you're a different species. So, which one is it? Are you a descendant of humans or not? Then how do you know English? Answer me. If you don't answer, I'll administer another radioscope until your system collapses. Do you understand? Now, how do you speak English? It's essential to understanding your species. So you just picked up English, just like that. Because you're so smart, right?
This interview is a dickhead.
Right. So, you said you know the origin of the universe, but you did not provide an explanation. So I ask you again, how was the universe created? Answer the question.
I feel like that was a pretty good answer. You're incapable.
Maybe we are incapable.
Real or fake?
I feel like we are, though, in general. Like, I don't think, I mean, not all of us, but what really, if what could it be that would blow you so far away that it would make you go crazy? Like, what can an alien explain to you that would get you to that level? I guess we don't know because we haven't heard what it could be, but I don't know. I feel like there's nothing that I wouldn't be able to eventually accept.
Okay, so you are a computationally bounded finite observer, right? Like you have finite time and you have a limited cognitive capacity or computational capacity, right? So of course there's going to be shit that we can't understand. Of course there's going to be shit that we can't comprehend. Like we're not infinite. And if space is this, infinity groupoid, or it is, infinity of possibilities, well then it like you can't understand the totality of that, right? Like you can only ever have some sort of low resolution representation, but you can't understand it in its totality because it would you'd need to be the universe to do that kind of thing. That's the way I interpret that.
Yeah. And why does it look like they're in some sort of dungeon and the aliens strung up and they're injecting it with scopolamine or something?
Yeah, that's that drug from Colombia you were mentioning, or from South America.
Yeah, it takes away all your inhibitions. So if you were to ask, if you gave it to an alien, I guess what could possibly happen is they would just start telling you the truth. They would just answer your questions more
easily. Why do we expect that works on an alien? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I understand in that, but apparently that alien was a descendant of humans. So maybe we still share some resemblances and that mechanism still works. I get that. The fact they can't breed with humans anymore, that's interesting. Maybe they've gone so far that there's no more compatibility in that regard. But okay, last thing before we do close out. Have you heard about this, the uptick in apparently alien attacks happening in South America? Like Colombia, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, a bunch of South American countries?
No, negative, guy. In terms of being tapped into the news in Colombia is zero for me. All of my shit that I see is American, Canadian, and European shit, to be honest. So I have no idea what's going on in South America at all. I never really see anything, to be honest. That's nothing pops up in my feed either. I don't search for it. What about you, guy? Have you been hearing some shit?
Well, yeah. So apparently, in Peru, 7-foot alien tall attackers are illegal gold mining. What? Peruvian tribe claims it was attacked by 7-foot aliens. So this is just 2 days old. Terrified Peruvian villagers claim they are under attack from 7-foot tall aliens. But then there's another group of people saying that it's drug gangs pretending to be aliens that are attacking these people. Like there's like a
sorry, it's not
there's
funny.
a New York Post article about it.
It's not funny. Just sounds ridiculous.
Peru prosecutor accuses illegal gold mining gangs of posing as 7-foot tall aliens to terrorize locals.
I don't know. I mean, in terms of that video we just saw, like, I don't think that's a real alien. Like, doesn't look very, the conversation, it is not convincing, and the way the video shot is not convincing either. The whole thing just seems kind of fake, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I feel like it's from like a movie or something.
Yeah.
You know, like an old alien movie. Okay, last one. Ready? I'll just share this with you. So this is this article. Peru prosecutor accuses illegal gold mining gangs of posing as 7-foot tall aliens to terrorize locals.
That I could believe.
I agree.
That one actually sounds kind of plausible, like that someone would actually try and do something like that.
So prosecutors believe the gangs are hoping to invoke fear in locals to keep them inside their homes and away from their illegal gold mines. I can understand that.
Interesting. Peru is interesting because when you go there, you don't sense danger. I mean, in Lima you do, like parts of Lima you do, but outside of Lima, like you don't really sense that there's a lot of gang activity going on in Peru. Like, because traveling between places is really smooth. Like you don't really get a feel like there's like they are one of the biggest exporters of cocaine in the world. I think they're number one and number
Peru
two.
is.
Yeah. So
wow.
What's that?
I said, wow.
Yeah. Colombia and Peru go back and forth for taking the number one spot. But they're more than three. It's more than like $300 billion industry for both countries.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a big industry for both of them. And like it flips back and forth, like, you know, Colombia's number one and Peru's number one. So I'm not sure who's number one currently. I would assume it's Colombia just because of the new president that was elected here. He's all about the cocaine. Some of the decisions he's making just leans to that. One of the decisions he made was that if you have a plot of land, and it's not producing something, then you're going to get taxed. So a lot of people were trying to like sell land or make it produce something, which, you know, in other words is, grow some fucking cocaine or you're going to get taxed. That's what it sounds like to me.
Whoa.
And they do that. They do that. A lot of people approach farmers and they say, yeah, you're not making coffee anymore. You're going to be producing cocaine now, and you're going to pay us this much, or we're going to pay you this much, and you have to pay some sort of, like, they call it a vaccine, a vacuna, la vacuna. And like people just have to pay like a certain percentage of their earnings to the local gang.
Really? That's interesting. Like a tax.
Yeah, like a tax. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just fascinated. I said maybe the aliens just like mad like cocaine.
Yeah, why wouldn't they, dude? Right? Maybe they don't have cocaine back home. Like, like these fucking, we got to take over Peru now because since we got a taste, man, it's fun. These humans know how to have a good time.
Maybe the real gangster shit is like a combination between cocaine and gold powder.
Yeah, hence the mines, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
That's crazy shit.
Alien drugs.
Well, I can't.
Alien drugs.
I can't. I would like to, but I can't. I need to read some more sci-fi. All right. So just as a wrap up, right? You think like what's probability or like what's your confidence that this is real versus bullshit?
What I can say is that it is insane to think that we're alone in this galaxy, in this universe. That's crazy. That there's no way that we're alone. Whether or not there's interdimensional aliens or interdimensional human beings from past civilizations, or there's something more than just us 100%. I just can't say with confidence what it is, what they're doing, what they want. But there are fucking aliens for sure.
Okay. You're for that. Okay. Look, I tend to agree. Whether or not they're in our causal history or in our future icon, like whether or not like we're causally connected to them or like, you know, like we exist in that same space, I don't know, but I do think outside of that for sure. Like it's just, the universe is just monstrous. Like
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it's like a legit infinity of possibility, so to speak. So I think like, yeah, if it can, it is happening kind of thing somewhere.
Maybe Jesus was an alien. That's why. That's how
Damn
he
it,
turned
guy.
water into wine, guy. Jesus, like, yo, I got the magic, bro. I got the you. I perform miracles. You whatever the fuck you guys want.
Maybe he was the first hybrid.
Yeah. And the Romans were scared of him. That's why they killed him.
Or tried to, because he was a hybrid. They brought him back, like he was able to come back. Anyway,